Ooh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Off the Rails. I am your host, as always, Austin Train. Joining me, per usual, my best friend, professional musician Brian Gower. Guys, the U.S. empire is at war with Iran. The deep state is planting a false flag on American soil, most likely in California. But don't worry, we're here to talk about Nintendo. What's going on?
How's it going?
Oh, it's going all right, man. I went to the desert for a couple of days. Well, I was going to do a show. We're going to go do a show in L.A., and then the guy mixed the dates up. But he fucked it up. So he asked us to do the 7th.
Yeah.
And really the show was on the 14th.
Okay.
And then after that, we went to Borrego Springs.
Nice.
Hit the desert, did some hiking, took some mushrooms. Looked at the night sky. It's like a dark sky community, so you can just see the full sky. And then came back, and I saw we saw a Goals game on Friday, and then on Monday I went and saw Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, okay,
at
cool.
the sports arena.
Nice.
Yeah, took a bunch of mushrooms for that too.
It's shroomed up weekend.
Yeah, it was pretty rad. Well, we were like giggling and stuff. We got there early and we're just like laughing, and then it got really crowded and I got like really uncomfortable for a second. Because you get like sweaty. You get like some stomach issues, but then you just like sit through the discomfort.
Yeah.
But it was really rad. It was they had a whole setup, so it's like sports arenas, it's like made for hockey and basketball. So in the little like court area, on one side they had like the opening act, which was like a DJ. Then they had like a middle stage they called the B stage, and then they had like the main stage with that bunch of veils hanging up. So they opened on the B stage, and then they moved to the main stage, and they were like filming while they were playing the concert, and they were showing what they were filming up on the veils they had.
Oh, okay.
Projecting it onto the veils on the main stage. So it was very visually interesting, and also just, good time.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. But this always happens to me when I'm like, when I go to events. I took my friend Sal.
Yeah.
And Sal is like sitting next to some like goth mommy contortionist.
Nice.
And then I'm sitting next to fucking Large Marge, whose boyfriend, like, she's so wide, her boyfriend kept on like putting his arm around her, and it kept touching me. And then he'd like pull his arm back, he'd pull his hand back, like, I'm not gay.
Don't you see this broad I'm with?
Yeah. But it was funny because there was a couple.
How can you not see her? Hello.
There was a couple with they should project the film on her.
Yeah.
There was a couple with dreads right in front of us, and Sal leaned over, and like at this point, like I'm just like on mushrooms, I'm kind of sweaty, and Sal's like, "Damn, it smells like someone's mouth." And then we look down, and then the couple in dreads is getting into like sort of an argument with somebody else who's like, "You're in the wrong seat."
Yeah. And
then it turns out the couple with dreads was in the wrong seat, and they left, and then it smelled so much better after that.
Yeah. I've always like, it's like a fear of a fat guy to be like the smelly fat guy too.
Oh yeah, no, that's I get that paranoid when I'm on mushrooms. I'm like, does everyone smell my sweat?
Like,
and then I look around and I'm like, oh no, there's a bunch of like fatties. Yeah, it's probably like whatever stench I have is not as bad as
that's like
what's going around.
Yeah, like if you're the fat guy, then you're the one who stinks. Like you could like
not always.
It'd be like, oh, somebody farted. Could be like some skinny guy. He just like ripped him.
Yeah,
and it's like it's this fat fuck over here.
Yeah,
that's the thing. But also like I've done it too, where I've gone like a day or whatever of just I didn't shower, didn't do anything. I mean, maybe I didn't brush my teeth also.
Yeah,
but I was like, oh fuck, I had shit to do, and I'm like, oh. Normally, if I'm just out and about, I'm like, who's going to be that close to me? Let's say if I had to go to like Target, Home Depot, whatever. And this was a day I was running late or whatever, and then I went to band practice. I'm like, it should be fine.
Oh no,
I could tell like I stank, and I'm like, I know my bandmates pretty well, but like Adam and I especially, like we're cool, we're cool, man. But it's also like we're not close enough homies for him to be like, damn, Gower. He'd be like,
You stink, dog.
No, you're not even gonna say that. He's just like, I could tell. It's like, and when you can smell yourself, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, my breath smells like.
You didn't brush your teeth either?
Because I was so like, I'm even having a shit day today. I'm just running late. I did brush my teeth today.
Disgusting. You always got to brush your teeth.
I did take a shower today.
You got to brush your teeth all the time. I don't know. I don't shower until like nighttime, but brushing your teeth is like a quick, easy one. You don't even need to do it that much.
I'm almost 40, and it's like I have to like make sure you shower today,
yeah. Bro. There's a lot of like skinny people who are like sneakily disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was like a day. I'm like, oh, and then we're in band practice room. It happens to be the one that
it's confined.
We rent out a pretty large one, like one that could probably fit like a 5 or 6 person band, with just 3 of us.
Yeah.
But still, like, there's like a fan, and I'm like, it happens to be like right where I am, so it blows to the. I'm like, they're getting all of it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Yeah. But it's just like
fat guy next to a fan.
Yeah, not good.
Just projecting.
Yeah. And then doesn't matter if I still lose weight, still the fat guy.
Well, that's all relative.
Who stinks.
No, that's like when girls have friends and they take pictures of their ugly friends. Uh-huh. It's just like that. You got to find some other even fatter guys.
Yeah. I need a new band.
Yeah.
My bandmates, they're all like pretty tiny. Like,
yeah, they're small guys, dude. You need to like join Bowling for Soup or something.
Yeah. Like I think Adam was talking about, it's like, oh, he started a new job. And he's like, oh man, I have to like I have to eat more because like I'm on my feet and moving all the time. I was losing weight. I'm like, oh man, that's a pain in the ass for you. I guess that's gotta suck.
Yeah.
For you.
What does he do to move around all the time?
He works in the kitchen, so it's like prep and stuff
like
that.
So he's that's a constant movement.
Yeah, and he's like already like $130, and he's like, oh, I've lost like 5 pounds. I'm like, God damn it.
Just wild.
But you did invite me to the Gulls game. I appreciate that. I like the invite, even though I couldn't make it.
No, I really I've been having crazy ADD lately, so I've been trying to watch sports on TV, but like I just can't concentrate. But then I went to the game and I was like locked in.
Okay,
it was like a lot of fun. It was like a closer game. When we went, I think it was like it was a blowout. But this game, it was like close.
Yeah,
but it it's also just kind of funny to see like a minor league operation. Because, go to, like, Padres games or I see, like, NBA games on TV, and it's like, that's the big time. And then you go to, like, a minor league game, and you can kind of, like, it's, like, quaint, you know?
Yeah.
We also went and saw the Lake Elsinore single A team for the Padres, minor league team. I mean, that was a while back, but it's, like, a nice little stadium, but it's, like, so much smaller.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, like, it's, like, quaint and, like, cozy.
Mm-hmm. And then I've got a couple buddies who just like spontaneous invite to go do shit. And I'm like, damn, I wish I like had like more spontaneity to be like you invited me to Gulls games, Johnny. He's like, oh, you want to go to a Gulls game tonight? Got an extra ticket. I'm like, it's in 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm working.
He's like, I do things like spur of the moment, or I don't do them at all.
Yeah.
So I just have to like jump into shit.
And
then I have to like anytime somebody's like, well, what about this? I'm like, shut up. Yeah. I have to just do this. You can't stop putting doubt in my mind.
Like I had to plan shit out. I'm still like,
just do it, dude.
Having to get a schedule going for recording, doing this and editing, whatever. And then like I've help people with like, shooting videos and stuff like that. It's like, oh, can you do it this day? I'm like, well, I gave you 4 days that I could do, and you chose the one that I said I couldn't do. Oh, but what about tomorrow? I'm like, oh, I didn't. No.
But who's doing this? Name names.
No.
not oust them. Oh, no. Yeah, it's people who pay you.
Yeah. And so, like, that's a...
No, you know what's funny?
I'm like, not you. Oh, people who pay you. Okay.
No, you know what's funny is because I asked to jump on a weekend at a comedy club. And it's
don't show up.
And no, it's a comedy club that's always asking me to do the shows last minute. So I'm like, hey, can I jump on this weekend?
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, sorry, it's all filled up. And I'm like,
how dare you?
I was like, you better not hit me up that weekend. And so I hit them up like, hey, can I get it on anything for like next month? They're like, oh, this weekend's available. I'm like, the one I already asked for.
Yeah.
That you said it was full.
Yeah, somebody dropped out or whatever.
Yeah.
Or,
So it's like, so I took one day, but then they put me on some other shows for next month. But I was just like, yeah, fucking, I knew that was gonna happen because they always hit me up like last minute, and I'm like, you can just book me ahead of time, and then stop booking people who bail all the time. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean it's really hit or miss. Those could be awesome shows, or they could be like, well, I'm glad I did this.
No, I just need to get more stage. I haven't been doing that much stage time, and it's like starting to irritate me. I'm starting to get like really agitated all the time. I don't know. It's so funny. I get irritable if I don't go on stage.
Yeah,
I just start being like snippy with my loved ones. It's a year. I don't know. It's like it feels. I'm gonna say like I don't want to be like one of those comedy's therapy people, but it is cathartic, and it makes me like feel like, oh, I'm doing something.
Yeah. I think just having, being busy or whatever is something that, I totally agree with. I like doing that. Like, I'm always, like, doing something. I was going to say scheming, but not really scheming. But I'm always, like, working on something else. And then people are like coworkers, they're like, well, what's he doing this month?
Yeah.
Like, I painted my nails on this hand.
Oh, nice,
testing
dude.
it out. Because I bite my nails.
Is that how we know you've gotten under 200 pounds?
Yeah.
Once you get under 200, you paint your nails?
I was going to wait till the 180s. I'm 194. Close enough.
No, that's good. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. And with the backwards baseball cap. Look at this boy. Look at this bad boy, dude. His opening for Blink.
Yeah. And then bought new shoes.
Nice.
Because I can fit into regular shoes now.
Wait a minute. Were your feet also fat?
Yeah.
Whoa, dude.
I was wearing...
I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah. And then it's cool because it's like, oh, I lost weight in my feet and not in my gut or tits.
Yeah, you still got fucking sweet old tits.
I'm like, cool. I'm glad my body chose my feet to lose weight in.
Yeah, that's a funny one.
Yeah. Well, there was like it's not that they couldn't. It was just more uncomfortable to wear certain shoes. I was like, oh, I just want to wear Chucks, but it's like,
yeah,
like
they're not. Yeah, they're not comfy shoes.
No. But they look cool. So
nice.
It's all about looking cool.
Sick.
I'm just like, totally regressing because I'm like, oh, this is what I think I have a photo of me wearing this exact same outfit.
I think you're progressing.
I was 16 years old, first time on stage,
dude.
And I'm like,
forever young.
That was like, damn, what a cool outfit
honestly,
that was.
everything we're going to war in the Middle East again, so it's like it's all coming full circle.
Yeah,
it's all coming around, dude.
Just listening to mess.
There's a sex scandal with the president, and we're going to war in the Middle East. This is like our childhood.
It's good times.
Yeah. Were you listening to Matt and Shane?
No, I was listening to Mest, the band.
What's that?
Mest, do you remember them?
No.
Top down, seat back, rolling in my Cadillac. And I'm just like, what a stupid song. And I'm listening to it. I love it.
Pop punk band?
Yeah, pop punk band.
Oh.
And then I'm like, I'm 40 years old. And like, I'm a fucked up kid. And it's what they said. I'm like,
well, it worked for Blink, dude.
I love it.
I mean, the Beach Boys never became the Beach Men.
Yeah.
So, we're all children at heart.
And I was just listening to only shit from when I was in high school. I'm like, why listen to new music? It's like, oh, there's new bands. Like, fuck them. Yeah. Fuck them all. I'm listening to new
stuff. It's hard. I always get worried also. I get worried on my Spotify when it recommends shit. I'm like, is this AI? I hope this isn't like AI.
Yeah.
It would feel so weird. I was thinking about this. I'm like, you might want to clip this. Can you still get into heaven if you jack off to AI porn?
I think there's no... Yeah. Because there's no...
That seems like something... It's not against the Bible, but it seems like something that would piss God off.
Yeah.
God was like, I made all these women with huge racks.
Yeah.
And I made all this fucking weird shit for you, and you want to fuck a computer? That feels like something that would for sure piss God off.
Yeah. I mean, and I think this was some like a joke that somebody said, but it's like oh, people jack off to cartoons and hentai and stuff like that.
But
I mean, people, not me.
At least a person drew that.
Yeah,
like a person drew that.
Yeah.
As opposed to just completely even further removed from humanity.
A man drew that. I'm like, what? So you're saying it's gay to jack
off?
I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess.
There were guys. There was something about guys who like fell in love with their cars.
Uh-huh.
And what if they found out? They always call cars she.
Yeah.
What if he finds out his car is a dude? And he's like, "Whoa, I'm not gay." That's what triggers him. He's like, "Fucking,"
and then he just goes to gay clubs.
Yeah.
He's like, "I guess I'm gay now."
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's definitely a cringe thing for in guitar community too.
To
People
fuck
call
a guitar.
No, people
Just
like
shove a guitar up your ass.
She like my guitar. That's a girl. I'm like, well,
That's cringe.
yeah. Well, it's a piece of wood.
Yeah.
With metal on it.
Yeah. Look, let's be real. Women are objects, but objects are not women.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, that is. I don't know. I get why people do that with like ships and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they do kind of personify ships. Like if they're going through something, they're like, "Just make it home, baby. Just make it home."
Yeah.
But like, yeah, with a guitar, like you're never gonna rely on your guitar. Well, I guess in a roundabout way, you might rely on your guitar to make a living, but it's never like you're riding your guitar in a storm.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Please just make it through, baby."
Yeah. When you're doing those fucking hot licks.
Hot licks, dude.
So, this is something I probably should admit to you. Should admit on the podcast.
That
But, well, you're
in love with your car.
No, this goes with the AI thing. I've been on this podcast staunchly against AI with, writing, creating, music, especially art,
Even though
photography.
our initial cover
was AI. And
but that was before we really
I got rid of it.
Yeah.
It's gone. And then AI, like music is something I hate and whatever. And then the idea of like, photography, videography of like AI videos and stuff like that. I started using Gemini. It's
For
my
what?
AI homie. I just text it and I ask it questions and I check in on it and let him know it is my boy.
Well, it's better than what's the one Sam Altman does? OpenAI.
Well, it's the one. Well, okay. So I think maybe about a month or so ago, I was just checking to see, like, okay, well, about like diet stuff, and I was like, well, what about this? And it kind of, instead of using in the form of like links and stuff like that, it kind of gives you like in a conversation, and I fell into it right away because I'm like, I think you have been a victim of this. My buddy Kyle has been a victim of this, of like me just texting random shit. Hey, what about this? I got an idea. What about this?
Mm-hmm.
I know Kyle for sure. It'd be like 11 at night, 1 a.m. his time.
Yeah.
And he's like, the fuck? Do you want me to answer this question? No, I'm just like, no, I'm thinking about it. What if we talk about it on the podcast? He's like, well,
okay.
What about this? I have this idea for this. And then one thing I was like, oh, I want to switch to like non-scented deodorant and like soaps and stuff like that. What do you think about that?
Non-scented deodorant, not organic. Don't use organic deodorant.
I was just gonna
that shit doesn't work.
It was like yeah, I was just do non-scented because I want like no scent on me, and like even soaps I'm gonna like for clothes and stuff like that because I want to be clean. I don't want to smell like whatever. And it's also a thing too. It's like having too many conflicting scents. So like, oh, your deodorant, your soap.
It also
your
irritates your skin.
Yeah, and so I was thinking about that. So that's what I was like texting that to the Gemini, and it's also we going over a list and it's like, what about this? Well, you can transition to and we're just going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it too, where I talked about like before quitting caffeine. I was like, what about this? And I'm like, oh, well, that's a good idea. Here's your timeline. In 5 to 7 days, you'll get it out of your system. And then I've done it before, which like I'll text my friends, and sometimes I get a lot of like, just no back and forth, which is fine. Like I was texting,
I am guilty of that. I do like see something, I'm like, I'll respond later, and then I just don't respond.
Like I was texting Johnny. We were going, buddy Johnny Ray, shout out to him. But I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about quitting caffeine. He's like, why don't you quit suck a dick first?
Nice, dude. Johnny got your ass.
So we're done. That was it. And then I'd go on Gemini with that about like kind of my health journey or whatever, checking in and like, what about this and this and this, and giving me like pointers of like, hey, dieting, why don't you try this or whatever? This is actually a good substitute or whatever. So I'll just ask it questions. And it's saying like, oh, this is my trajectory, what I've been doing. And it's like, oh, well, you're on pace to do it. And then checking in every day.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, this is kind of cool.
Well, you get affirmation, and you get the reason I had problems with Gemini is because I want more nuanced. Like it can help you make lists and stuff.
Yeah.
But it would literally, I know this is silly, but I would ask it. I would type in for fantasy football. I'd be like this guy or this guy, and it'll take you to links of like there's websites that like break down the numbers. But then Google Gemini would just jump in
Yeah.
and immediately give me the wrong answer.
Yeah.
So I would start playing people based off of who Google Gemini didn't recommend, but the opposite. And I faded. You call it fading when you're doing sports stuff. I faded their recommendations, and I won a championship.
Yeah.
But like for shit like that, it's probably useful. But like, there's also some nuanced stuff that I want to ask it. That it would probably not answer correctly.
Yeah, certain things I'm like, oh, this kind of is just good to check in because I'm like, oh, about my steps. I'm like, my goal. It knows that my goal is 13,500 steps every day. And it's like, well, you didn't get those steps in yet. Make sure you go. And I'm like, and I was when it was raining. I was like, well, it's raining. Can I just skip a day? It's like, well, that sounds like 269-pound Brian, not 175-pound.
Wait a minute. It called you out?
Yeah. It said like that sounds like something 269-pound Brian would say,
like
not somebody who wants to weigh 175 pounds. Why don't you say it's like? And it says like
that sounds like something Brian Two Chins would think.
And I'm like, God damn! So my AI friend is also calling me fat and gay.
Yeah,
just
but
like my
gay.
friends.
It didn't call you gay.
No, not yet.
Doesn't have that nuance.
Not
Doesn't
yet.
have that personality.
It's like, hey, it can't replace me and Johnny.
See, that's kind of funny, but I remember I saw there was a clip of Elon Musk on Joe Rogan, and he was like, you can have Grok roast your friends, and you can say, get even more vulgar. It's funnier if it incidentally burns you.
Yeah.
Like if you get incidentally insulted by your AI.
It does, because there was one where
but that's different than like, because just asking it for info is not the same as like generating art and music.
Yeah.
Because generating art and music is something that I won't say like is divine, but it is kind of like the peak of human culture, right? And you're just trying to replace that. And is it better? I don't think it's better. It's just like
no. I think
music shouldn't be. The people were saying like, "Oh, I mix it. I have them do a fucking Limp Bizkit song, like a jazz song
that is
or something."
Annoying to me.
And it's like, first off, music isn't exactly what you want it to be. You go, you listen, you share this with other people.
Yeah.
Like when we were at the concert, you go to a concert and you're jamming out to a song, and there's thousands of other people. Jamming out to it, and they respond to that song for various reasons from their own life. They can relate to it through their own life experiences that aren't exactly the same as yours, and it brings all these people together.
Yeah.
Now, the more isolated you are, it's like you shouldn't get exactly what you want in art because it's just your baby.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I want exactly what I want. It's like, no, you go out, and it's part of the experience is you go out and you perceive this film or whatever. And sometimes you find out you're interested in something that you didn't think was interesting.
Yeah.
You get like, your mind gets expanded by this experience as opposed to just like narrowing everything down to exact. So it's like you're a fucking fat baby just being spoon-fed sugar, like pure fucking high fructose corn
like
syrup.
just like hitting the dopamine or whatever. That's like, oh, this is exactly what I want.
Yeah, you're gooning. I mean, basically, a lot of AI music, it's gooning. You're just masturbating.
Yeah, and then
but you're not even coming. You're masturbating.
But it's just like a thing too. It's like, I don't know. It helps kind of keep me just on track a little bit.
Yeah.
And I can't tell if like that just checking in of like, okay, hitting my goal or whatever. Because even it was like a thing. I was like, yeah, I want to take a day off. Can I just like not hit 13,000 steps? It's like, and again, it was like, well, do you want to lose weight or not? I'm like, fuck. And then it was the thing too. It's like, yeah, I walked 15,000 steps a day. Well, being over 200 pounds, that's a lot of work compared to the normal person. I'm like,
yeah.
Thanks, Gemini.
Yeah.
It's a roundabout way calling me fat. You're doing way more work if you think about it. 'Cause you're carrying way more than somebody who
you're putting in work.
Oh my, thanks.
Yeah.
So it's I like it. It's kind of for that. It's kind of cool. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Not cool. I guess it does sound like I'm a hypocrite because I'm like was shitting on it, and now
no, I feel like that's different. I mean, I'm not. What I'm against is like they want to own. Like the AI fucking companies want to just annihilate the concept of art.
Yeah, that sucks. But like this is
just putting together information. It's like another tool. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. With like it organizing like a workout schedule. That's no problem at all. It's just like when they want to just, oh, look at this movie. We put Iron Man in Seinfeld. It's like, fuck you. That sucks.
Yeah.
The fact that you want to put Iron Man in Seinfeld is a sign that you're not really a human being to me. You should have no rights because that's stupid. That's what is the point of that? You're just doing a thing so you can be like, oh, look what I did. You know,
it was also like, you didn't do it.
You didn't do anything. Well, it sucks. Like, you see the one, there's some fucking dork who he's oh, you probably didn't see it. He's on, like, it's on Twitter, but it's like him, like, look what fucking whatever Claude or C-Dance can do. And it's this dude, and he's on the set of a live action Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
And it's first off, it's poorly casted.
Yeah.
A lot of those are not the right casting decisions, but it's also lame.
Yeah.
That sucks. It looks bad. They tried to make a live action Dragon Ball Z, and it was awful.
I still want to see that.
I mean, it's nothing to do with. It's like the Super Mario Brothers movie. It has nothing to do with the actual story.
Yeah,
but at least for the Super Mario Brothers movie, did you ever go back and watch that?
I haven't. I do want to see that.
I never saw it as a kid, but I had the Luigi action figure where he has like the
boots. Yeah,
but I went back. It's nothing like
the game. Yeah.
So, no, because Nintendo, the creators of the movie, I think they did like some cyberpunk movie before that. So they basically just gave them a blank check and were like, just do whatever. You have complete creative freedom.
Well, and at that
so
point,
you can't really reproduce.
Wasn't like Super Mario Brothers like just out, so it wasn't even like much more into the lore of the game.
No,
not even like now.
It was the 90s,
wasn't it? I thought it was just Super Mario Brothers, or maybe Mario Brothers 3 was out.
No, Super Mario World had been out. Okay. It was like early 90s.
So they had,
but it's such a weird. They just let whoever the directors were, they just like gave them like complete carte blanche, like just do whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like weird because it should have been aimed more at kids, and it was like a weird like cyberpunk movie. But yeah, Bob Hoskins is actually the guy who plays Mario. Is actually like a perfect Mario. That guy's a really good actor. I like his work a lot. He's the guy in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
He's a detective.
I do want to see it again.
Did you watch it as a kid?
I do. I did, and I do want to see it, like just to be like, okay,
it's fucking weird, yeah.
And then also, I do want to see the Dragon Ball movie Evolution or whatever. I think it's on my to-do list.
Yeah,
I want to watch it just to be like, I experienced it. Like my own immediate experience should be a lot more than like just like hearing other people's. So that's why I do want to like give it a shot.
Yeah,
and like. It was I went back and just like, let me just see like trailers of it. I'm like, it looks fucking terrible. I'm like, who greenlit that? Like, oh, this is cool. And it's also like, because of that, they'll probably never do a Dragon Ball movie again.
Well, it should just be animated. It's like there's no reason to make it live action. Like, it's just some things are better animated. Like there's no reason to make a Lion King live action movie. It's stupid. The first movie is like perfect,
and they've gone back and revived the Dragon Ball series to like Dragon Ball Super and shit like that. And there's been like movies that I haven't seen, but the Broly movie is supposed to be really good.
Oh, that's Super, right?
Super Broly, I think.
Well, I'm still in the middle. I'm watching it. I'm in Cell Saga now.
Hell yeah,
which is really good. You know, because it was like I started watching it and I was like, oh, I kind of know what happened, so it wasn't that interesting. And then I got past the Namek storyline, and I was like, oh, I kind of have a vague idea what happens, but I really don't know how it happens.
Yeah.
And it started getting really interesting.
Yeah.
Even though it's just like half the episodes are just them going, oh, it's just them. It's them either gasping or like charging up.
But I love that show and the idea of it too. But it's also like a lot of that. Where it's also like, cool, we got way fucking stronger. Now this person's stronger. Oh, now we're stronger. It's just a back and forth. I'm like, how? What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, cool, now Piccolo's the strongest. Now he's not fucking worth anything.
Then he gets fucked up.
Again, it's like, how is he like one of the strongest people? And then he's just jack shit. Like I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
It's inspirational because it's like you're always gonna push past your boundaries.
Yeah,
you just gotta keep at it. But it's funny. I signed up for a new gym and I went with my friend Christian.
Oh, okay.
And then we were just talking about Dragon Ball Z, and we're like, "Yeah, dude, we're just trying to get jacked and talk about anime."
Hey, Ball is just like trying to go Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that is, that's a great inspiration. It's just like, keep pushing yourself and just like, cause
I don't know, it's inspiring because even though it's like it's cartoons or whatever, I think a lot of people, they're just watching Instagram all day and they're just watching videos of people yelling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, that's definitely worse for you than me watching a cartoon.
Yeah.
That like a guy came up with an idea
uh-huh.
and executed it and told the story, and you're just like watching videos of people getting knocked out and blown up and shit over and over again.
And then it's just like, I think, a thing for like dudes our age. It's like Dragon Ball Z is everybody likes it.
I mean, it's just like old men just watch cowboy shit, and it's like, yeah, cowboy shit. It's the same thing, basically.
Yeah. There was a guy who posted up.
It's also funny, like, you ever watch like an old cowboy show? They don't know how to fight, so they're just like throwing.
Yeah.
They're throwing really girly haymakers.
Just because
John Wayne fucking dodged the draft.
Nice.
And his name was Marion.
Really?
Yeah. He's just a complete fraud.
Marion.
But then it's funny, like you'll go to someone's house, like a boomer's house, and they'll just have like a portrait of John Wayne. It's like, that's when men were men. I'm like, oh, you mean this man named Marion who fucking dodged the draft?
Yeah, that's who you look up to.
Yeah.
We have like a poster of Goku.
Yeah, at least he's based on mythology.
Yeah. I just, because I'm nosy, just at the gym, I saw somebody just on Stairmaster or whatever, just like, he's like, gets all ready, sets up, and he sets up his phone, puts on Dragon Ball Z,
nice.
and I could see it. I'm like, all right. He's watching fucking Android Saga.
Hell yeah.
That's like, I'm gonna watch this couple episodes just to get my steps.
I can't watch anything really at the gym. I gotta just listen to stuff.
Yeah.
And it's also a way for me to get through. I don't know what it is. I make a checklist, a to-do list of like podcasts and movies, and I have to keep up with news stuff, but I also have to keep up with sports stuff.
Yeah.
And the sports stuff can be.
I have to.
I feel like I have to. It's such a weird. You feel like an obligation of something that you just made up, but I feel like I have to keep up with what's going on.
I do like that. And I just transitioned to, like we talked about, music, although it is old music, but I'm just like a music person. Again, as being a musician, I should be. But for a while, I was only listening to podcasts. I'm like, I could not like give a shit about music, which as a musician, that's terrible. I'd be like, oh, you're listening to music. And even my buddy is like, why don't you listen to something new? It's like, because you want to put out new music. You should listen to. I'm like, fuck off.
I try to, but like sometimes I'll get stuck in this where I just want to listen to the same song over and over again.
I have no problem with that at all. It's
like a comfort thing. I don't know. Like I should be trying. I did that the other day. I put on like an album of something I'd never heard before. I was like, okay. And then today I've been listening to the same. It's the song Nine Inch Nails opened their show with, and I've just been listening to it over and over.
Well, sometimes you listen to it and it just makes you sound like best years are past me, but it reminds you of a time.
Yeah. No, it's like it's comforting, or it brings back a certain time and place.
I've never been one to,
but also it's a good way to like learn how to play a song, because I'm like trying to pick up. He's not playing anything too difficult on piano, but I have such a bad ear for music that I'm trying to figure out what keys he's hitting, and it's probably like something very simple.
Yeah, I could never do that either, like play by ear to hear something. No. And then even I really have to hammer out melodies to sing. For me, a big one when I was a lead singer for a band, it was playing. I changed my chords based on what I sing. Yeah. So I could play a G, but I hit the if I know I'm doing a fifth or whatever, I change it to like I'm playing more D notes, whatever.
Yeah.
As opposed to like a third or something like that, and then I have to like kind of like map out where my things are and practice it. Whereas like I think guitarist, he went to school for music, and he's a little bit more about like kind of telling you what to sing. I'm like, sing the third. I'm like, what the?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, let me find it.
I was pretty good at reading music, but for piano, it feels like a little bit easier to read music.
That sounds way more confusing to me.
No, it's just you literally everything is just from middle C.
Two things.
No, but like you can just see from like where the line you get so used to seeing where the lines are. You're like, this is A,
yeah,
and then it'll tell you if it goes up an octave. It'll like play this an octave higher, and then everything starts from middle C. So you just get used to seeing like, all right, the third line is this, the fourth line is this, in between the fourth and the fifth is this.
Yeah.
But then you just got to keep in mind the chords, like what key it's in, and then what the chords are, because it won't. Sometimes it'll just have the right hand is the melody, and then left hand is like you got to figure out.
Chords,
you got to remember what the chords are.
Mm-hmm. And then even a buddy of mine, he's like, "Oh, he writes a lot of music, like synth stuff." And then he's like, "Oh, yeah, it's like he knows a lot of his, like scales and stuff like that, but he kind of has been like self-taught, and then so he's writing music sometimes. And he's definitely one to where like he's more natural, knows that's right or that's wrong. Well, do you know what's wrong about it? No, but it sucks.
Yeah,
do it again." That kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he also has really good timing. But it's like when it comes to writing music, he's like, oh, what you can do is like, because with computers nowadays, it's like, oh, you write everything on the white keys because you know that's in key because that's going to be A minor or C major. And then you can just transpose it. And he's like, yeah, you just have it all mapped out and then you just move it up.
That reminds me of, you ever seen the movie Amadeus?
No.
So it's about Mozart.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about Mozart from the standpoint of his like rival, who like he's like oh, Mozart's so impressive, and then he meets him and he's just kind of like a weird shit, like Mozart's just kind of like an immature shithead, but he never wrote music down. He would write it down to show to other people, but he just had it all up in his head, which is so insane to me, because he would make entire like operas, and entire orchestral whatever. I can't think of what it is, concertos or whatever. It was just all in his head. Yeah. So it's like that to me is like mind blowing. That a human brain can contain all of that shit just in there.
And then writing is different. I am kind of away. So in my band, my Kyle, my bass player, he hates this. Is like I'll be working on something and writing it, and sometimes I'll put it off to the side because we got shows or doing something else. And if I don't remember it, like if it doesn't stick out to me, like, oh, these chords or lyrics or whatever, because I don't write it down, I'm like, it wasn't worth playing.
Oh, you'll just blow it. You'll just
fuck
leave
off.
Oh, wow.
It's done. And then he's like, no, it was something. Why don't you try? And I'm like, no, we can move on to something else. And he was like, whereas he has songs from back in 2009 that he still likes. And I'm like, well, we could still do something with it.
I like Kyle's take, because I brought back jokes that never worked, and I figured out ways to make them work, and I put them into chunks.
Okay.
So like I'm writing this about this, and then I'm like, oh shit, I had this joke from way back that like fits right here.
Okay.
And then I don't have to actually write anything new. So it's perfect. So I agree with Kyle there.
Well, yeah. I was then to ask him, like, do you ever have jokes that you're just like, oh, you've retired and then you can bring them back?
Yeah, I tried retiring a few, and then I brought them back because they just like fit into chunks and they're still like hit really good.
Well, because your set that you do, it flows. You have a flow.
I really started thinking about that because when I first started, you get like some longer sets, especially like just being in San Diego as opposed to a bigger place. And then when I was in LA, all my sets got like shrunken down. So it'd be really tight, but it'd be like a lot more punches, but it would be like I'm doing 5-10 minutes. Occasionally I'm doing longer sets somewhere, like, but not at the main clubs. Yeah. And then I came back and I'm like, oh, now I'm doing like 45 minutes to an hour in a lot of places. And so then I had to bring back some jokes, and just they kind of naturally fit. Okay. And in order to remember where the jokes are, you have a sort of flow. So it's like it's easier for me to remember where jokes are going if there's like some thematic, like, you know, you start off with like the road trip to like family to dating, you know, and then it makes sense, so I don't have to like look at my notebook, because I know people who's like always, they still have to like check their phone. And I've you know, luckily I'm like, it keeps the audience way more engaged when you're looking at them and moving around and not having to check your notes. Because I used to have to check my notes, and it would really take me out of it.
Yeah.
But
I would do a thing where for playing music, we have the set, and I just write it down and put it either on the stage or on the monitor so people can't see it. That's not the biggest thing. But sometimes we would do a song or a new song, and I don't need the lyrics like completely written out. I just need maybe like words.
Yeah.
Like, oh, because you can fuck up verses, and sometimes like I sing the wrong verse, and I'm like, the whole deck of cards
it
falls apart. Like, I don't remember anything now.
Yeah.
And then so I'm like, okay, if I just say it in like the 2 lines from the verse, and then the next one, and I have that posted, and I'm like, oh, cool, I'll put it on the monitor so people can see. But like, and then somebody's like saying, oh, you can get an iPad and just put it on your mic stand. I'm like, no, that looks to me like you're such a fucking bozo.
Yeah.
It looks like it's fine. It really works out. I'm like, no, you look like a bozo. And I'm like, you want to look.
The thing is,
cool.
You can trust yourself. Because there's so many times where I'm doing a joke and I don't actually remember how it's going, but I just keep talking and I just remember it without thinking about it. It just comes to me.
Yeah.
And I start and I used to would panic, like, oh, but I have to keep talking. And I'm like, oh no, you remember how things go. Having said that, I almost never remember song lyrics. I always start singing along, and then I'm like, oh fuck, what's the next thing? I sing the wrong part.
Yeah.
All the time. So that to me is challenging. But a joke, you can kind of talk your way into it.
Yeah. I'll because eventually we have a plan to next in January to get my old band back together.
Oh, sick. Nice.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, let's do we haven't done a show for that band since 2019.
Damn.
So it's we did one at the end of 2019, and then the whole
Who's gonna drum?
Brian. He was the drummer.
Oh yeah, okay.
It was just Kyle will come back, and then now we had to just relearn everything. I'm like, man, I don't fucking remember any of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. I'm like, have I gotten just worse?
No, time it'll come back fast. Sometimes your mind just vacates a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
but it'll come back.
Because now I like my band.
It'll come back quickly, like riding a bike almost.
I like the band that I have where I'm the bass player, and not to just I don't know, shit on it, but it's my job as a bass player is a lot easier.
Than playing a guitar and lead singer.
Yeah, whereas on the background singer, I sing oohs and ahs. I sing kind of lead on one part, an outro on a song.
Yeah,
and then it's super easy notes.
Yeah.
It's 4 words, I guess.
And
it's funny because I'm like, we'll do that, and that's a new song that we have. And a lot of people, it's like, man, that's my favorite part.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the easiest part that I do.
Yeah.
Whereas my drummer, he's like, I drum and sing lead.
That's crazy.
But this guy says 4 words, and that's your favorite. That's your favorite. Yeah. And he's like, his whole family's like, oh, that's my favorite part. I say, just go, fight the good fight, fight the.
Yeah.
And then they're like, that's so catchy. It's really good. And he's like, he is just singing words that we already wrote, and that's your favorite part?
Yeah.
This.
Well, the audience is going to pick different things. They're not always going to pick whatever you think is the most technically challenging.
He's drumming and doing fills while singing. And I'm like, that's
pretty wild.
That's very difficult. And then he's like, no, that's not impressive.
Yeah.
But those 4 words, that's good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's my only part in the band. And then, not to say it's it's easy or not important, but it's that's so much easier than oh, cool, I have to play lead parts, I have to sing.
Yeah,
lead.
it's way more challenging.
And I'm like, shit.
Yeah. Sometimes the challenge is the fun.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, I got 2 2 months already down, so I got 10 months to get in shape. So
yeah, it's plenty of time.
Yeah.
All right, I think we gotta
wrap it up.
Yeah, I think we gotta wrap it up. But it's a good one. It's a good tight episode.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for listening or watching. Please hit the buttons on the YouTube and the Spotify. You know what buttons we're talking about. Follow us on Instagram, Austin_train, Brian HXCX. Is it Brian Gower HXCX?
I think it's Brian Gower HC.
HC. Oh, I thought it was
you don't need to follow me. Just
follow Brian Gower MXPX.
Yeah.
On Instagram, we'll be posting 69 420 911. Yeah, so we'll post some clips and stuff like that. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.